Hey guys, I am back to finish my top 10 videos. If I went any further, it probably went over 15 minutes, and that's on a limit, unfortunately. So, yeah. I still got 3, 2, and 1. Now, number 1 will be interesting. I'll tell you why in about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe, because I am getting really detailed with the next couple games. This next one I probably won't get into in detail, because I haven't played it in a long time. But I know this game, and every RPG fan knows this game. Because this game, it's a phenomenal game. It's the game of the decade. It's the game that revolutionized role-playing games. Wasn't for this bad boy, we wouldn't have a good role-playing game. This is Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII is number 3 for quite a few reasons. It's only mainly because due to personal experience. If I played 7 first, this would have been either number 2 or even number 1. But because I didn't play it first, and I take games for personal experiences, it's a masterpiece of the decade. I would give everyone that. It's a masterpiece of the decade, no exceptions. I love the game. I got really into it. My uncle himself got into it. Now, I won't explain the story because it's kind of stupid, because everyone should know the story of Klaus Strife. Yeah, the next soldier that's now a mercenary that works for Avalanche, and his comrade, now ex-comrade / enemy, Sephiroth, main boss, awesome final boss. I love that guy. He's a great final boss. Nice. He goes a little crazy though. But what final boss doesn't go crazy? Tell me who. You got Kafka. You got X-Death, Tour Through the War. You got the Emperor. Gomez. Poor Gomez. And you got Chaos. Well, we all love Chaos. Enough about those Final Fantasy games. I'm talking about 7 here. 7 is a game I guarantee once you start, you can't stop. It's a game you want to know. It's one of those games where you gotta keep going and keep going. And I like 100%ing everything, so I try to find everything possible. And it's a long game. You play it, actually, a 3-disc game. It's the first 3-disc Final Fantasy. I personally think, I agree with everyone, it is one of the best RPG games of all time. My personal experience, it's not the best. And if you want to argue with me, fine. You can argue me all you want. But there's a couple of games that top it, and I think some of you might be shocked what will top it. Some of you won't be. Like I said, that's number 3 and number 3 for those reasons. Number 2 is a Final Fantasy game I first played when I was 9 years old. Weird enough, it's Final Fantasy 9. Weird, right? I'm 9 years old playing Final Fantasy 9. Anyway, Final Fantasy 9 is number 2 and number 2 for a couple reasons. There's a game or two that can top it. But, nonetheless, this is a terrific game. I don't like the fact now people acknowledge how good this game truly is. Everyone says Final Fantasy 7 is so awesome. It is. I think Final Fantasy 9 is just better. It's just better. I like the story better. I like the fact that there's a definite love story. Like I said, I'm a sucker for love stories. The battle systems are phenomenal. The only thing I don't like about it is how you gain skills. Although it's kind of nice because I can level around like crazy because of how you get the skills. You get the skills by getting AP through battle. I take it skills and extra upgrades and enchantments, such as being immune to paralyze, or being immune to blindness, or getting more experience. I like that. It's kind of cool. Now, Zidane is one of my characters in the gaming universe. Just because the way he is, you know? I'm the guy who helps someone, and I can relate to him with Zidane. Zidane helps people. He You don't need a reason to help someone. You don't. I learned quite a few lessons from these Final Fantasies. And majorly, that's why. Plus, you know, the summon beasts you can get are phenomenal. I mean, you got Leviathan, you got Alexander, which is my favorite. I mean, you got Ramu, you got Ifrit. I think it's Ifrit. Correct me if there's no Ifrit. I'm pretty sure there is, but I might be wrong. I know the Bahamut. Oh, you cannot correct me there. I know the Bahamut. I love Bahamut. But yeah, nothing to it. It's just a game I love getting into. It's a game I can relax to and escape into my fantasy land. And that's why that game takes #2 in my heart. So, and there's only 2 games that truly top it. And those 2 games, I cannot choose which is which with those 2. These 2 are both better than Final Fantasy IX, but they cannot be better than the other. It's Disgaea 2, Cursed Memories / Dark Hero Days, and Final Fantasy X. I will talk about Disgaea 2, Cursed Memories / Dark Hero Days first. Cursed Memories for the PS2, Dark Hero Days for the PSP. I like the main character, Adele. You know, he's basically the symbol of justice in the Disgaea universe. He fights with only his fist. And he never breaks a promise, no matter what. He's the only human in the Disgaea universe who's the main character. And he kicks demon ass. Basically this is a story of Adele, who must save his world from Overlord Xenon. He is bound by the sin ritual by his Overlord Xenon's daughter, Rosalind. And his goal is to find Xenon and defeat him so that his home world can be turned back to normal. And he will keep fighting even if it takes his own life. By the way, spoiler alert, he does beat the living shit out of Xenon. This game is phenomenal. I love the strategy in the game, the puzzles, I love the classes, I love the customization of classes in the game. In my opinion, my favorite part is the item world, where you strengthen your items, make yourself super strong, and it's just phenomenal. I love it. That's why this game takes #1. It's the first guy I played, and it's awesome. I could play that game for hours and hours and hours, and no one can get me to stop. And that's why Disgaea 2 takes my #1 spot, but also so does Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X definitely takes my spot. I mean, come on, it's Final Fantasy X. I know there's some of you who don't like it. I love it. It takes my #1 spot by heart. It's my favorite Final Fantasy game in the Final Fantasy universe. Its story is phenomenal. It's heart-wrenching. You just cannot drop a controller. Turn-based, first 3D animated Final Fantasy, voice actors. It's phenomenal. It's a game that should be praised, along with Final Fantasy VII. There's not a Final Fantasy, I don't think, besides 7 that can top it. In everyone's eyes. In my eyes, Final Fantasy X does top 7. Only because of the story. I can relate to the main character extremely well. The story follows as this. You're a character, you're a Tidus, star player of the Xanakin Apes. And basically transported 1,000 years into the future by sin, aka the epiphany of our human sins. Sin appeared because they abused the usage of Machina, our bad Machina. Sin destroyed all the machines, and thus the future is more primitive, 1,000 years away from home. The story's just awesome. The Southern Beast battles, I like all of them, but I love my favorite one is Bahamut in that one. I mean, you don't have to work much to break his overall limit of damage. I like how you can go over 9,999 damage. You go, over 9,999 damage. And it's turn-based, and I'm a sucker for turn-based games. And it caught my eye the most. And I am so excited for the remake coming out at the end of this year. 10 and 10-2 coming out at the end of this year. And I'll probably be doing a Let's Play of that as well when I do get it, because I should be done with half the Final Fantasy series by the time I get it. And I will end this video with the Xanakin theme of Final Fantasy X. I'm sorry I had to make this 2 parts, and this part's probably longer. I thank you for seriously listening. And let me just say, it's awesome to have you people listen to my videos and my fellow members' videos. And I hope you stay tuned for LucasArts Week. I will pay a tribute to an awesome company that have made games for the countless years, bought off by freaking Disney. And I thank you, and sorry for the noise. Is RPGHero100 signing off. Thank you for listening to my top 10. Have a great day, folks.